Hey y'all, I just came on here because I wanted to have a conversation about okay, lately I've been journaling, right? I have a journal for my everyday life and I have a journal for my younger self, right? So when I feel myself getting triggered by certain things or whatever, right? I or write it down or whatever, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all this story. I had a okay. Growing up, I always felt like I was like wanting people to like me, love me, be around me. Um, I was real big on being around like my family, like my cousins, you know, and that like okay, that might be another reason now that I'm thinking, sitting here thinking, that might be another reason why I'm always wanting to be around by myself more so now than I ever did, right? Like, of course, I'll be around like my immediate family, siblings, and stuff like that. But I'm saying when it comes to, being around my family, like I used to love, when I said I used to love, I still love my family. But when it comes to like cousins and stuff like that, I used to love being around them. I went out my way to be around them. I used to always have jobs and stuff. And every time I had off, I was around them, right? So I'm going to say this one situation that happened that kind of like, for some reason, it keep bringing me back. Like, I keep getting brought back to this situation. So I was journaling, like I was writing to my younger self, and it made me feel like, okay, I just want to tell this story because I want to I like to be myself, right? And myself is more deep in telling my business. Like, not saying that I don't care. Isn't to me telling your business, like, it don't hurt when it's real, when it's the truth, right? But whatever. Telling other people business is a difference. That's a little difference when people involved. So that's why I'm gonna just say this situation that happened. I'm not gonna say names, but I'm going to say this situation that always come back up for some reason. Even when I spoke to my younger self and, in the positive note way and, why certain things happen. So anyway, I want to say 18, 19 years old. And I had two jobs. And I was like, it's like every other weekend I'll probably be off, maybe on like a Friday or Saturday, or maybe back like Saturday and Sunday. So this time I was all back to back. I was so happy. It was nice outside. And matter of fact, I was 18, about to be 19, or just turned 19, because I got my first place when I was 19. So at this time, I didn't have my place, but I did have two jobs. But anyway, I remember going to, because I was living with my sister, one of my sisters in Pennsauken. Oh, that was too much information. But I don't know, whatever. I'll fix that. But anyway, I remember living with my sister, and my other sister lived like not too far from where everybody be hanging at and where my family, where I was going at, right? They didn't live that far, so I didn't have a vehicle at the time. So I left. I got dressed, Matter of fact, I went to my other sister's house and I stayed. I have a lot of siblings. I love my family. I love my siblings. But anyway, I went to another one of my siblings that's more like closer to my age. I went to her house, got dressed because I was like, what? I'm off today or whatever. However, so I remember walking down the street, going to my aunt's house, right? My aunt lived right around the corner from one of my cousins, right? And everybody was at my cousin's house, and it was like a handful of us that always hung out around a certain time and whatever. Like I said, I always worked, always had money, always had jobs. So anyway, I remember walking down the street, mind you, I know I looked nice, I felt good and everything. And I was so happy. I was so happy to come and be around my family. I remember my aunt like, oh, you look cute and whatever. Like, and I was in the best mood ever. Like, I'm about to be around my family, the people I love so dearly. And I always felt I was trying to like fit in to where I was like, not, I get into that. But anyway, I'm going to say the situation, then I'm going to say a little more. So I came to my aunt's house, and then my aunt daughter, I'm going to say that because whatever, but my aunt daughter came from around the corner from another cousin of my house where everybody was hanging at. And I even asked my aunt like where everybody was at and everything, and my aunt was like, oh, they around the corner. I was about to go around there, but people start coming around there. So her daughter came, and she was like, oh, mind you, my nickname is Harry. I'm gonna tell y'all, oh well. But she was like, oh, Harry. She was like, they was around there talking about you so bad. And like, when I say crush me, okay? I mean, she crushed me so bad to the point where I just start busting out crying. When anybody that know me back then, I'm not saying I'm not a crybaby now, but I was more of a crybaby because I felt like I carried my feelings on my shoulders. Like how I felt about you, I care so deep about people. Like I love being around these the same people I was wanting to be around. So when she said that, she was like, mind you, everybody around there, this is what her mom just told me. Everybody was around there. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh my God, because she said, telling me that everybody was talking about you. They said you think you this, you conceited, you think you better than people. And when I say she said so much stuff, I bust out crying. I ran to the bathroom, shut the door, crying my butt off. Her mom didn't know what was going on because we was outside. Her mom came to the bathroom door, like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Whatever. So she like scared because she like, what? So then I I, I want to say she told her mom like, oh yeah, because her mom, mind you, she just seen me happy and everything, and then she knew her daughter just walked up, so she like, would you just tell her? Because she wasn't, she was just happy. Would you just tell her? She went off on her, and she must have, told her what she said. I'm in there still in the bathroom crying. My aunt, she tried to say, come out, try to like, I'm boo-hooing, snot, all that. I'm just busting out crying, right? So probably a little bit, couple minutes went by. The person that lived around the corner came to my aunt's house, and she was like, she must have asked like, why is she in there? I mean, who's in there, whatever, or whatever it was she was saying. Like, this girl just came around here telling her this XYZ, and she know how, soft she, whatever, whatever. So she just told her this, she said this to the person that live around there, that everybody was around there. So everybody around there. So she like, what? What'd she say? That was one of my older cousins that live around the corner. She said she was the one around there talking about her, and came to the bathroom, hugged me, said whatever, whatever. And when she said it, it hurt my feelings even more, right? So I'm like crying. I stopped crying, whatever. But I keep remembering that day, right? When I want to be around my family, or when I want to go and hang around certain people, or if I start missing people or whatever, right? I start thinking about that day. And it just brings me to think like that type of trauma makes you not want to be around certain people that you used to love being around. And I used to always try to fit in with the same people that I feel like wasn't really trying to get to know me. They was just like, because I'm not, no lie, I always been a person to speak up. Like, if I feel like somebody, somebody else might look at it like she all looking down on us or whatever, but it'd be more like, to me, the obvious or common sense, and I'd be like, what? Why would y'all do that? Or why? But me asking why is really wanting to know. Like, to me, is either wanting to know or don't understand why would you want to do it, right? And I think when you question people and their comfortable, you know, situation, or their comfortable, whatever, like, I don't believe anybody want to be questioned, or I don't know, because I feel like, I guess when you all right, say if somebody was wanting to go out, or not even go out, or maybe, yeah, go out, or at a certain time, and you be like, well, it's late, there's no need to go out, or why would you want to go out right now, and whatever, whatever. And just from you saying that makes people not want to be around you. So it's like, I think people think at the, like, when you ask certain questions, or you be like, like, because you wouldn't do it, they feel some type of way because you wouldn't do it. And it's like, you speak it. By you speaking, it makes them feel like who you think you are. But all you saying is you just wouldn't do what they do, or you don't want to do what they do. And it's like they get upset with you, or they're I feel like it's like an insecurity thing, or I don't know, because to this day, a lot of my ways was like, I like, it was just, it was genuine. Like, it was never to look at them like, like, I never looked down on nobody. I used to always want to be around people because I felt like they always, used to have fun, or not even about having fun, because, like I said, I never wanted to do like what they actually did. I just wanted to be around them. So it's kind of like you start making yourself, feel uncomfortable, or basically making yourself feel uncomfortable, and then putting yourself in situations where you really don't, probably, like, you probably really don't want to participate with the people. You just want to be around them because, you love them. You want to be around them, whatever. And it's mainly half of the time you just want to fit in, but you want them to accept who you are at the same time. But around that age, I feel like I wasn't really saying it, or because we want things to come natural. We always want things to come natural, and it don't if you don't speak it. But even if you speak it, a lot of times people feel like they don't owe you that, like to get to know you or whatever. Like if somebody cherish you, it comes natural. Like, and I learned that, like it's pointless to try to fit in where if you see what people do, right? If you see what people do and you don't like what they do, half majority of the times you like, I won't do that or whatever. Them people is not for you. I learned that because till this day, a lot of people that I wanted to be around and I thought was, oh, they cool and all that, till this day, they still doing the same type of stuff. Not knocking them or nothing like that, but things that I would. So think about this. If I would have continued to be, if I would have continued to be around the same people and try to force myself to do what they do, because after a while, it's kind of like birds of a feather flock together. Like if you force yourself to be around people that's doing stuff that you probably wouldn't really want to do, but you're going to do it after a while because you want to be around these people. So I believe that situation keep popping up because every time I turn around, I'm always thinking about, back then, like reminiscing. You always reminisce about the good times, but of course, your good times is when you didn't have that many. Well, you didn't have no bills, and you know what I mean. You didn't have little people looking up to you. Well, I didn't at the time. So of course, like now that I'm grown, now that I'm a little, much older, because I was grown then, I look at it and like a lot of things I would never do and still won't do. And now more than ever, because I have a daughter, and even like I have my nieces and nephews looking up to me. You know what I mean? Like, and to me, it's not worth it to fit in with people that their actions make you uncomfortable, or their actions make you look like, I won't do. They're not for you. Them people are not for you. So it's weird how that whole situation just keep coming up. But it was just something I wanted to talk about, because when you have something that keep popping up, you have to face it. You have to figure out what it is so you can work on it and heal. But that's all I wanted to talk about. And I would love for y'all to leave a comment and let me know like one thing you probably remember that keep popping up and that's somewhat of a trauma. I would like to read other people, situations, or other people things that they feel like they have to work on. Like, I've been doing good, like, being around certain people that love me and appreciate me and respect what I want to do and what I don't want to do. But please like, comment, subscribe, um, and leave a comment and let me know, like, communicate. Like, did you like this story time?